Hey, whoa. Hello there, Rock With Me Nation. What's going on? Been a while since I left you without some strong vibes to step to. I am D-Real. That there is Theo B, and this is Friday Vibin, alive and alert on the north side of the dirt. Let's get it in. Let's get it in. Who's in the bed? Oh, they already in the building. They already.
Bro, they missed you, big dog, bro.
Y'all waiting. I said, y'all waiting. That gladdens my heart, and I'm gonna have a little sip on my meal today.
Listen, I asked Leisha. I said, "Is it weird that I miss somebody I ain't ever physically met? Like I miss my dog." No, I'm dead ass. I'm like,
hey. Sometimes you need something to bounce your thoughts off of, and you don't necessarily get it like,
bro.
I feel you, dog. 100%. 100%.
Yeah.
All right, we out in here. We out in these streets with these peoples that want to be out on the streets with us. We're gonna talk about some stuff tonight. We got some issues we want to discuss, but because this is Friday Vibing, and we ain't trying to get, like Theo just said earlier, we ain't trying to get his blood pressure up. So we gonna approach maybe one or two sensitive subjects, but we're gonna do it. We're gonna do it vibe style. You feel me? Okay. So y'all already up in here. So cool. We can just get off into it. I'm gonna say hi to some folks that's in here, and then I'm gonna let I'm gonna turn the beast loose. Grand Madam, as always, is in the building. Hello, Grand Madam.
What's going on, Grand Madam? What's good?
Pleasure and a privilege, as always. The ever faithful Groovy Feet. Glad you're in the building, bro. Thank you for pulling up. Black Panther is in the building.
Black Panther was good. What's popping? What's cracking?
Javon Bliss is in the building, and
Big JB. Big JB in the building,
and the president of the Black Panther fan group, D. Kamoyo King, is in the building with us now. And it's about 5 other people that have they're Professor Ed, Professor, Afternoon Professor, and then there's about 4 other people that are choosing to stay anonymous. And you know what? As long as they ain't a disruptive force, it is perfectly fine for you to stay anonymous. I ain't got nothing against that. Theo.
There, you see
yes.
me? Making sure I got everything.
Got your whistle. Got your flag. Okay.
Woo! Yes, sir.
You're going to be challenging.
Making sure we can do what it do. This is your life official. Your life referee.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. I like that. I like
your,
the way
your life official. This what this is right here. Now, mind you, we got the challenge flag, but I just need you to know, as the life official, we're gonna call this. We're gonna keep this thing a buck. We're gonna keep this thing 100. We are. If you say something crazy, and it's crazy, I'm gonna throw a red flag on the plate, because we're gonna need to hear you say that stupidity, that nonsense again. If we come across something that's inconsistent, we're gonna throw the flag on the plate. We're gonna the illegal participation. Whoa, what we got going on? We gonna keep this thing a buck. I'm gonna tell y'all, I'm in a great mood. It's football season. It's Friday night. Just got paid. It's Friday night. College football tomorrow. College football Thursday. Tonight. Tomorrow. Pro football Sunday. Monday. We calling stuff down the middle. If you've been playing favorites, I got my whistle. I got my whistle. We don't care nothing about, but it either is or it ain't. It either is or it ain't. So I'm just letting y'all know.
And it's a vibe, though. It's all love, y'all. It's all love. It's coming from a place of love and or respect. If we love you, we're gonna tell you because we love you. If we respect you, we're gonna tell you. If you ain't showing respect, we're gonna tell you. So please understand, it ain't that type of party. You know what I'm saying?
We're just gonna look at some stuff. Here we go. Prime example. Me and D Real said we are Kelly fans. Robert Kelly is right where he need to be. See, that's a fair statement.
Hey,
that's a fair statement. Hey, ain't no illegal
12 play ain't got nothing to do with foreplay. And where you did your foreplay at, that is no concern of mine. But I know 12 play was dope.
I'm just telling you, that's how we looking at it. That is absolutely. I'm calling it down the middle, right there. Do not illegally participate. I will call you for illegal participation. Make sure whatever you say, you being consistent, because I will throw the flag on the play. Illegal consistency on the offense. That means you ain't being consistent. We need consistency. That's all. Consistency. That's the consistency.
D Steezel in the building. So now it's official. It's official.
It is. It is.
A part. You wanted to talk about something, and I was interested in how we was gonna go about it. So I'm gonna let you take point on it. We discussed before we got on the air. We was talking about Black people and their concerns with regard to assessment, fair assessment of each political candidate.
It is. Now, I'll preface this by saying that I don't think you heard myself nor Daryl say the Democratic nominee was all that in the bag of chips. I don't think you've ever heard us push back on her shortcomings.
And that's important. That's very important.
I don't think you've ever heard us say that. I don't think you ever heard us say what her conviction record was not what her conviction record was. We ain't never done that. We're not going to do that. And do you know why? Because I would have to throw a flag on the play, because we be lying. Or illegally participating in this political campaign. No, we're going to legally participate.
Yeah, exactly.
Now, here's the thing. I will say this. Some of us not being consistent, because some of us was going to vote for Joe over Donald. But then when Kamala got, we said we wasn't going to vote no more. Oh, that's not right. How we finna vote for Joe?
Well, we going to go endorse somebody else.
Yeah, like you was going to vote for Joe. That's the Democratic Party. That's what that is. Now, Daryl and I wish, I'm just telling you, we wish there was somebody else, a third person, a legitimate person, just telling you. But our mindset ain't changed from day one, regardless of whether Joe was the nominee or she was. It was still the lesser of two evils.
I couldn't have summed it up any better.
The presidential campaign
for the past 3 cycles.
Watch this. The presidential campaign in 2024 ain't no difference than the presidential campaign in 2020. It's still the lesser of two evils. It's just at this particular point in time, this equation don't include Joe. But now,
how does that happen? How does that happen?
Right. Now, all things being equal. All things being equal. Because I believe in calling a spade a spade. All things being equal. If she didn't lie, he didn't lie. What is it about the lies she told, excuse the pun, trump the lies he didn't tell? Hold on. She's been a district attorney. This is true. And she has convicted quite a few of us. I don't believe she ever asked for the death penalty for those of us that she convicted. I got a whole dude over here.
She just want to lock people up for lies.
Yeah, I got a whole dude over here that ain't ever been part of the legal system and was calling for 5 and still call for it to this day. 5 dudes that look like me to get the death penalty. 5 dudes that were found innocent. He ain't ever apologized. That's me. Now, like, she didn't lock me up. She didn't throw away the key though. She said, you got to go do your time. He want me to go. Like, there ain't no serving no time there. That's like, no, it is what it is. And his word is the law. At least with her, I get locked up. I can get probation. Good time. If I'm in there, I can get time off the sentence because I'm doing right while I'm in there because she didn't convicted me unfairly, fairly or not. At least while I'm in there, I can do something. This dude over here want me straight deleted. Deleted. He ain't backed off of that. Now, she running her campaign. She ain't said nothing out the way about my brothers or sisters. And when I say my brothers or sisters, if you look like me, regardless of what continent you on, you my brother or sister. She said she ain't made no disparaging comments about my brothers and sisters. This dude over here saying we eating dogs and cats and got his homeboy saying it. I'm in Florida. My daughter and her mother are in North Carolina. Both states are ran by Republicans. The Republican in my state told Kamala to kiss his ass. He didn't want to talk to her. Who is she? The Republican in North Carolina took the phone call and got all the financial aid, all the FEMA aid that was available. This down here in Florida, we struggling. So all things being equal, did I say I like Kamala? Did anybody hear that come out my mouth? Did you, Daryl? Did I say that? Did I say I like Kamala? Did I say she was the better choice? Did I say she ain't done black folks wrong? Did I say she ain't done black men wrong? Did I say anything like that? Did I say that? Because I want to make sure, because folks gonna pick and choose what they want to hear.
I didn't hear that. And I was sitting right here.
I'm just pointing some stuff out. Now, if we look at the scales, Lady Justice, the scales ain't balanced. She ain't equally as bad as him. See, I didn't say she was good. I just said she ain't equally as bad as him. Well, which one of these got my best interest as a black person at the end of the day? The person who don't mind me being deleted, gonna tell folks my brothers and sisters out here eating pets and wildlife, and then go, or the person that's like, you know what, if you do the crime, I'm gonna lock you up. I might put you in there for longer than you need to be, but I am gonna lock you up. I'm gonna get locked up.
Theo, I can tell you, by and large, at least in these comments, I can't speak for nowhere else. I think we are of a similar mind.
Yeah, okay, well, let's move on then. let's move on. There ain't no need to belabor the topic.
And just to summarize, the issue is, and I'm gonna just say it how I come out. I ain't mad crazy about neither one of them. However, though, when I am presented with the option of a shadow cabinet or a dictatorship, at least if a shadow cabinet is running this country, I still got some kind of say. You know what I'm saying? Whereas a dictatorship, you're going to immediately start laying out rules and regulations that say you ain't never got to get out of office. You're going to lay rules and regulations down, say that people who don't think like you think don't need no job.
Watch this. The dude say he gonna deport all the immigrants, right? Well, he only talking about deporting the black and brown immigrants. Well, unless you got ID, and it's up to the person that's going to accept it, whether or not they consider it valid, we look like immigrants. What's the difference between me and the dude that came from Haiti? I was born in America. Good, thankfully I can prove it. But if that person don't want to accept that identification, they don't want to accept the birth certificate. And if we talk about Project 2025, that's where we're going. They don't want to accept your word. They want to be able to make all the decisions themselves. So you black or brown, that dude get in office, never mind, you might not be here no more. One way or the other.
So, for example, Kamayo says, folks can find a better candidate in 2028. If the orange man gets in, he isn't going anywhere. He wants that dictator-ish.
Here we go.
She is a stopgap that women can push to get some ish done. And that makes sense to me. At least when everything else is going left, at least something is getting done, and I don't feel like I got to grab my passport and dip out the country real quick. Grand Madam say Trump thinks he can run the country like a corporation and do do acquisitions and mergers with other countries to make money. What you saying, Theo? He may not have been that cat in business, but he knows enough about business to operate dirty in it.
And okay, if we go with that, right? Him operating his businesses has always been to the detriment of his businesses.
Yeah. But he made his guap off top.
Well, watch this. If I sit back, the eye test. In my lifetime, I've never seen this dude hawk stuff. He ain't ever had to hawk stuff. He ain't sold nothing. He had to show The Apprentice, and that was it. Now, if I sit back and I look at how he's been maneuvering in the past 12 months, he's went to hawking stuff, selling stuff. This ain't ever been his MO. Gold watch, gold sneak, and he's selling them for an astronomical price. Remember how people clown Ball for the shoes, the big Baller brand shoe, the price that he was putting on? He received pushback from the black community in regards to how much these shoes cost. And his sons were going to the NBA. Donald Trump, we got the shoes. We got NFTs, books, Bibles. He need money. He ain't never done this before. He need money. His wife need money. And all of this lines up with the fact when folks talk about, like I said, I just sit back and look. I don't actually mention it. Folks had been saying he had been redirecting monies from the Republican Party directly into his own pocket. Now, if we sit back and we think about those Republicans that were cool with him at first, and now they leaving him, well, I could say they leaving him because he ain't paying them no more. And the only reason why they stuck around is because he could put money in their pocket. Can't do that no more. He need American citizens to put money in his pocket. I'm of the mindset, his money, because watch where I go with this one. She ain't selling nothing. Barack Obama been out of office for how many years now? He ain't selling nothing. No NFTs or book. I get the book. You political, you do that. But shoes, Barack Obama could sell some. Don't need to do it. This dude then said, because I like sports and because he's a convicted felon, I should be able to relate to him better than I relate to someone else. No, dude, it's something wrong with you. And all folks got to do is sit and look.
Now, I want to refer to one of these statements. The statement, of course, right now I got up from Grand Madam, and she says, and she's our elder.
Yes, she is. Yes, she is. That's my
vibe. And she says she's been voting for the lesser of two evils for the last 30 years.
That's fair. And you know why? Thank you, Grand Madam. Thank you, Grand Madam, for pointing that out, because I don't think we are being honest with ourselves as a people. truth be told, if we go back, the only reason why we vote Democrat now is because the Democratic Party became the party of choice back in the day. That's what that was. They say we're going to put the equal rights out there for black folk. That's what that was. Before then, it was the Republican Party. Well, the Republican Party, in response to that, absorbed those who were leaving the Democratic Party because of what the Democratic Party was doing for black people, i.e. the racists. They absorbed that to balance their books when it came to having voters. They didn't think to themselves, let's give black folks a better deal on the table. Like, that would have been too easy. That, not let's outdo the Democratic Party, but if you're gonna do something for the black folks, we're gonna do something for the racists. But ain't either one of them went all the way in to make sure that black people have all their rights. And that's been like that since before I was born. So I don't know why folks be looking like, well, the Democrats, ain't neither one of them parties done anything for us. It's just one is worse than the other one.
Well,
the lifestyle that you have for yourself right now, I'm of the mindset there was nothing that Barack Obama did. We like him, but there was nothing that Barack Obama did for you to have the lifestyle that you have now. You got it out the mud.
Yeah. But I mean, you being able to do that holds true in any Republican or Democrat. For me, that's not something that my government curtails me from doing, because if I can get it legal, I'm gonna get it. If I can't get it legal, ... But the bottom line being, there's no man, no woman, no, you know what I'm saying, that's gonna keep me from bubbling eventually. You know what I'm saying? And it's too many of us that don't have that mentality, and it's easier to say, oh, the man's holding me down, or the Republicans are holding me down, or the Dems are holding me down. No, that's your lazy ass. If you ain't got it, that's because you didn't get in the mud and get it. Period. Point blank.
That's it.
And I'll die on that hill.
That's what it is. The Democratic Party ain't helped me get what I got, and the Republican Party has prevented me from getting
it. That is definitely true, because by and large, they want to hand out these programs and say, okay, I want you to be on this for a couple years. I want you to be on this. I want you to stay beholden and dependent upon me. No, I don't want to be dependent upon my government. I want my government to make a way for me to be able to depend on myself.
Say that one more time.
I do not want to be dependent on my government. If my government wants to help me, they need to create ways to make me be able to depend on myself more effectively, if they want to do something for me. And to your point about issues, okay, a lot of people vote because, oh, I'm a vote for Kamala because I don't like Trump, or I'm a vote for Trump because I don't like Kamala. But at the same time, it's like, no, you shouldn't be voting for Trump or Kamala. You should be listening to both of them and hear what they're saying. I am going to provide this when I get in office. I am going to do this when I get in office. I understand it's too late for us to say anything about it when they get in office and don't do what they say they're going to do. And I think that's a lot of what Grand Madam's talking about, like for the past 30 years. Oh, I'll make promise after promise after promise after damn promise, and only provide you with like 10% of what I said I was going to give you.
I love the fact that it was Grand Madam that said it, and here's why. For 30-something years. So Grand Madam is no longer looking at the federal government to make a way for her. No, she's making a way for herself, Rosewood. My brother Daryl is not dependent, not looking for the federal government to make a way for him. He's making a way for himself, Tulsa, Oklahoma. What we're saying to you is this, is that neither one of these parties have really been invested in us. We can say for sure there has been one party, Marjorie Taylor Greene, that they went above and beyond to be an obstacle. One ain't helping. The other one wants to be How can I? The other one don't want to give you directions. The other one want to intentionally get you lost. That's the best way I can say it. One ain't going to tell you how to get where you going. The other one is going to intentionally mislead you. Why is that? Because neither side feels like we have anything beneficial to bring to the table. Well, when we felt like that in the past, we took care of our own.
Ooh. Paul Martin dropping a jewel. Check this out. I saw someone say the other day that if non-English speaking, fresh over the border immigrants take your job, you made flawed career choices. And my thing is this, you don't really have a career if an immigrant can come in and take what you're doing. What you have is a job. There's a huge difference between I wrote a poem about it too. There's a big difference between a job and a career. Okay? Jobs is a dip in the bucket. Jobs are here and there. Career is something you can get no matter where you go. Sir?
When I ride up and down the highway during the summertime, it's hot outside. You see folks wearing neon colored vests, picking up stuff, taking care of stuff.
I've seen that,
yeah. That ain't the job I want.
I don't want a job. I want a career. Jobs subject to disappear. So jobs dry up.
Jobs are no. I don't want that. They not taking that from me. I'm not interested in that. I'm there. What me and Daryl do, and woo, Lord Jesus have mercy. And I see eye test. Daryl, how long you been active on YouTube? Your career.
2021.
A brown immigrant came and took your job on YouTube?
Hell no.
I'm just spitballing here. I'm just spitballing here.
They can try.
And hasn't your self-made job, your self-made career as a non-influence having ass fool? I snapped on him this morning too, by the way. Look, I went straight at him this morning. He said something to somebody, and I was like, what's the difference between a racist and an elitist? He told a racist to STFU. And so I was like, ain't too much difference between y'all.
Yeah.
Y'all both talk down to people y'all feel are less than y'all.
And your overblown sense of superiority comes from false sources.
Right. But the Rock With Me Nation been growing.
Yes,
right? Recast the Charla been growing. Our comic book inventory has been growing. Our action figure inventory. Ain't no brown person.
Hey, guess what else has been growing?
I don't like that question because it's Friday night. You might be asking me. No, Diddy.
Oh man, you know better. Our influence.
Sure had.
So yeah, if I want to pivot real quick.
Go ahead.
Off of this.
I guess what I'm saying is before you go, if we doing good, if me and Daryl are doing good, y'all see us every Friday night. Don't believe the hype. don't believe the hype.
Yeah, boy. Don't believe the hype. Speaking, perfect segue. Speaking of not believing the hype. This shit right here. Bruh, what I be trying to, y'all gave me the name the Prophet. I didn't call myself the Prophet.
You did.
Now before they even dropped this shit, I told you How could that have been a hit? How? And then you decided, I'm gonna make it a musical. Who was checking for this? See,
No. Let me answer that question. Hell no. You know who was checking for it? Everybody that promoted that damn movie, talked about that damn movie, put all the nice little cute little, videos showing the movie, talking about, oh, it's gonna be great. They capped for that damn movie. No, we know who the usual suspects capped for that damn movie. The usual suspects.
This movie right here, which, you know what? Here's what we're going to do, Theo, because we are never under the impression that we must assume anything. We're going to go straight to this source.
Go ahead, big dog. I'm going to turn this camera off. Go ahead, big dog.
Do what you do, what you want to do. Okay. This movie has an estimated $200 million budget. Opening weekend with 37 million. Now, just to give you some kind of indication of who's checking for this movie, the Marvels open higher than Joker 2.
Bro,
the Marvels.
What did we say? I think you and I talked about it before we even came on air. We was hitting each other up in the inbox. You can't do nothing about a bad script.
Hey, they thought they had a jewel. They thought this was the one. This is, I mean, it is a, again, like I always say, it's a symptom of a larger problem. Okay, there are too many writers, directors, producers, whatever out here, and I ain't trying to throw no shade at nobody, but there are too many of them. There is a plethora of them out here that want to make comic book based movies, but don't want to do the research. Then what's worse, you want to make projects about premises and characters that ain't nobody checking for. Why is that? Why is that? Y'all tell me.
I want to be the star.
Okay.
I gotta have my face on it.
Kamayo said, what were they thinking with that movie? Answer, they were not.
Well, watch this. You and I are comic book fans, right?
Uh-huh.
So if you and I looked at the first movie, Joker movie, right?
Uh-huh.
You and I would process that as an Elseworlds tale. That's how you looked at it. Okay, well, this Elseworlds.
Uh-huh.
This would be a Joker grounded in the real world. Now, because you and I are thinking like that,
Joker. He's
a Joker. A Joker, not the Joker. We be like, okay, that's grounded in a different universe where we're dealing more so with reality. So what we're looking for, something more so along the lines of what we get with Robert Pattinson's Batman, a superhero that's to a degree, a story that's grounded in reality. That's fine. Then they want to do something else with it. This story is already, to a degree, taking a risk because it's an Elseworld story. You already taking that risk. Comic book fans know that. They open to it, but they understand it. Then you take it and you want to go another step further. Let's turn it into a musical. Well, what comic book fan did you talk to that told you that was a good idea? Well, we want to try something different. Well, the comic book fan would have said, try to kill a joke.
Lady Gaga's in it, so maybe we could make it a musical.
Eve didn't rap in Eve didn't rap in the barbershop. She didn't. I think she was in Triple X too. She didn't rap. Queen Latifah got a whole TV series called The Enforcer. I mean, say the Equalizer. I don't think she rapping. No. Don't nobody want to see nobody dancing. This ain't, watch this. This ain't Adam West Batman. That is not what this is. So why are we trying to do that?
I don't know. And that's why I was asking, because it seemed like, what do we say? Not since Endgame.
And that was my
question. Have we seen anything in the comic book world of movies that made us go, oh my God?
And watch this. This is a nice segue. That's my concern in regards to James Gunn's Green Lantern project. It's still the same dude over it. I don't care how we slice it. I don't care how we dice it. He ain't put nothing out that's been successful. Them DC animation projects that we watch, Crisis on Infinite Earth, that's him. Ain't nobody like that. I think quite a few folks said that was the worst series of DC animation we had got in a long time. And he did that so he could start his own animated universe. No other reason. He got rid of Henry Cavill as Superman so he could do his he wasn't concerned about the fans, because the fans said they wanted Henry Cavill. No, James Gunn, like Kevin Feige, like Jerry Jones, wants to do his own thing and get all the credit for it. Okay. Ain't got nothing to do with no comic book based story. Why is Jon Stewart like 10, 15 years younger than Hal? Big bro, help me out.
Do what now?
You've been reading comics longer than I have. So I'm asking this question. Are Jon Stewart, Hal Jordan, and Guy Gardner not roughly in the same age group?
I believe that Guy is the oldest chronologically, but Hal has the most experience as a Green Lantern, and he's the next oldest. And then there's John, and then there's Kyle, and then there's the rest of them cats.
Watch where I go with this one. Because like I said, I'm a Juju got me. I'm going to go get the book. So if we say Guy is 30, Hal would be 28, John would be 26.
Somewhere there, Beth.
But it wouldn't be where Hal was 50, Guy was 55, and John 30. There ain't no 15-year.
Unless we walking in and they've already been Green Lanterns for a number of years. We ain't catching them at the onset.
Yeah, there ain't that much of an age gap between them. That's why I'm like, you got a 15-year age gap between them. When if we know Green Lantern lore, why Guy was supposed to be number 2, Guy got hurt. John was the new number 2. And when the Guardians got sick of Hal and how he was acting, they said, give me the ring some type of way. And they put it on John. John, of course, playing the angry black man role. Quite a few of us were back when they put that character out. But Guy was in college. John, I don't think they really had John's story fleshed out. He was an adult. Guy was in college because he played football for Michigan. I think he got hurt in a automobile accident. He was in a coma. Hal was a pilot. And so if we're looking at Hal started off as an Air Force pilot, got kicked out. So Hal didn't complete his 4-year duty, 4-year obligation, which is what it would have been. Joined the Air Force straight out of high school, trying to follow in his dad's footsteps. Had an attitude problem, got kicked out. So Hal probably got kicked out of the Air Force at 21, went to go work for Ferris Aircraft, probably went to go work for them for about another 3-4 years before we get the Green Lantern ring incident, because Ferris aircraft was going downhill.
Okay.
So there's some time there. So I'm like, they got Hal, they want him, they select Guy as his number 2 at the same time, just in case. So that makes them roughly the same age. Guy gets injured, they look to John. It ain't no more than a 5-year age gap. And I'm saying, like, to your point, from the oldest one to the youngest one, the baby is Kyle Rayner. That's the one that's got the 10, 15, 20-year age gap between everybody. It's him.
Okay. I mean, that's not
The reason why I didn't like it, the casting, is because of, John gonna come in as the rookie.
Oh, time out. Now, this is Mike from Gotta Love Them Movies. He is in the building. Everybody say hello.
Big Mike, what's going on? Big Mike, Gotta Love Them Movies.
Now, Mike and I not only have history online, Mike and I also have history offline. Mike and I have been at improv festivals together. So he knows. So, hey, Mike, what's up? You can hear us. We're talking about Green Lantern. Go ahead, Theo.
So the thing is that, do I have a problem with the cast? And I think all 3 actors are incredibly talented. I don't like the fact that we're getting ready to do this thing where John is off the rip finna be the subordinate. So now I'm finna look at folks telling John what to do. And if this ain't done right, i.e. giving it time for John's story to unfold, we will never get to see John be who John is in the comic books right now.
Well, I mean, if we hearken back to the
way back
72,
way
where John Stewart makes his first appearance as a Green Lantern, he was in fact subordinate to Hal. However, it was the 1970s. Black is beautiful. Can you dig it, baby? And we ain't listening to no jive turkeys. And
all of that. The dude came in with an afro.
And pardon my language, YT was the enemy. And so I don't trust you, Hal Jordan, because you're palm colored. You see what I'm saying? So even though he was subordinate, he had sass. Think of him like Florence from the Jeffersons. Oh, she was subordinate, but you couldn't tell listening to her talking to Mr. Jefferson. So if we have that kind of dynamic with John Stewart, that'll work. Maybe like an Axel Foley type vibe.
To me, that would, to Axel Foley type vibe. If we think about it, we had the old dude there and the younger dude there, and I was Murtaugh. I was so glad to see him in the movie and everything. The second me and Mrs. was watching the other day. That dynamic, that buddy cop dynamic, works like that. That buddy cop dynamic, it's gonna look different if you got Hal 10, 15 years older than John than if 5 years older than John, 3 years older than John. Here we go. Well, I'm like John from the 70s. I don't trust that because y'all ain't been getting that right. Ain't nobody gonna read that Green Lantern story. I think it was Green Lantern, Green Arrow. Ain't nobody gonna read that story from back in the day. You ain't gonna put this gonna be his version. And his version of superheroes concerns me.
Yeah. I mean, if you're gonna make, and then on top of that, I read something somewhere said it's gonna take place on Earth.
His version of superheroes. Now here's the thing: we gonna know because this coming out after Superman. That movie he doing, this coming out after that.
Well, so it's actually gonna be a series on HBO.
Yeah, it's gonna be a series, but I'm saying it's coming out after the movie. So James.
So you getting 3 Lanterns in 2 movies.
Yeah, James, you ain't
projects.
He's giving me more reason to be concerned than he's giving me reason to be excited. Can I say that? Can I say that? Yeah, I'm concerned.
Now, Kamoyo, I see what he right here. This is good. Kamoyo says they are just using titles and names without any of what made them great. Hey, Kamoyo, church. Church, baby. That's about the size of it. That's like, like giving me a Bruce Wayne without the angst. Kind of like, I don't know, it works, but that ain't really what we want to see.
Can I add like Jigsaw for a second? Can we play a game? You're gonna like this one. Rock with me nation, Council of Wakanda, Black Panther fan group. Let's play a game of what if. What if Marvel Studios gave us Blood Hunt? What would that look like? Based off of what Kamoyo just said, they like to just take the name. Oh, let's play. What would that look like?
You talking about live action?
If they had it, what would it look like? It's got the name Marvel Studios Blood Hunt. Tell us what that would look like.
Okay. Let's run through a brief history. Okay, brief history. Age of Ultron. Civil War. Secret Invasion. How'd those turn out? 1 out of 3? 1 out of 3 was a banger?
Yeah, only because we had everybody and their mama in it. So, if Marvel Studios today put out Blood Hunt, we got the name. What else do we think they would do? First of all, I don't think Blade would be in it.
Add people that don't have nothing to do with it. Kazar being Blood Hunt. They have Omega Red in there. And Omega Red changed stuff. Maybe he could be a vampire too.
Wait. Man-Thing would be taking the role of Blade. That's how he would do it. Blood Hunt. And Elsa Bloodstone would be the one possessed by Varney.
That kind of stuff. I ain't gotta read no comics. What I'm gonna read a comic for? My comics are for kids. I can make a better story than what's in that child.
The only thing they probably gonna get right is them getting Moon Knight to fight. That's it. I bet you that's would be their version. We gonna make Man-Thing play the role of Blade and Elsa Bloodstone. Elsa Bloodstone is gonna be Varney. Oh, Man-Thing would be Varney and Elsa Bloodstone.
No, you know what they're gonna do?
What's that?
They're gonna do?
What's that?
They gonna put Dane Whitman in the role of Blade.
You know the biggest thing that bothered me, Big Dog?
What's that? Hey, that's how Blood Hunt gonna start from the Ebony Blade. Get it? Get it? You know what I'm saying? We ain't reading no comic books. We can do what the hell we want to do, right? We'll make it do what it do.
I think that's you know what? See, you know what? Okay. So I'm spoiled. We read the comic books, right? We read the comic books. I get the animation. The animation has always reminded us, to a degree, what was in the comic books.
Right.
It did. We saw Nicholas Holt, whatever guy, Spider-Man back in the day. We was like
Nicholas Hammond.
We saw him, and we saw the utility belt outside the costume, the messed up eyes and everything. The one web shooter. We ain't get no villain. We was like
he could hula hoop through a Cheerio.
Yeah, we was like, we understood, even as kids. Generation X, we understood what it was. It ain't there. The technology ain't caught up. We get it. We understand it.
We ain't ready yet.
We ain't ready yet. We got Linda Carter. Wonder Woman.
With them big.
They gave us Themyscira, and they even gave us Wonder Girl. We was like, yes, okay. And then because they sped it up, they went from World War II to the modern era. And as comic book fans, we was young comic book fans. We were like, okay, that's the comic book. That's that you doing the comic book. Adam West.
Same thing happened in comic.
Yeah, we was like, yeah, we're giving it to it. They give us Super Friends. We didn't understand why Robin was the only partner that was on the Super Friends. We thought maybe it should have been some other folks, but it is what it is. Robin full-fledged member Super Friend. But we like, okay, we got that. We're the Super Friend, the Hall of Justice. And then they gave us the Wonder Twin, bleep, whatever that was, and don't understand. We like, you reminding us of what's in the comic books. You're giving us that feel-good moment. Disney, they didn't change their name so many damn times. Disney XD. You get X-Men, not 97, X-Men. Give and Batman, you reminding us of stuff that's in the comics. I dare say, stop me when I'm wrong. X-Men gave us a better the animated series, gave us the Dark Phoenix saga way better than what we got in live action, and they tried that twice.
Oh, easily.
So, what is it if I've seen all this? It's like Michael Jordan. You didn't already given me the recipe for success. What is it about they got laid before them? They just want to do something damn different. Because ain't none of that appealing to us as comic book fans.
Okay. Just for the sake of conversation, this time I'm going to play devil's advocate so you can have something to bounce off of. Let's do it like this. Okay. Maybe, Theo, they didn't give us a good Dark Phoenix saga because they didn't have a budget to do it effectively. And we know from the 5 heartbeats, you know what I'm saying, JT say if we ain't going to do it right, we shouldn't do it at all.
That's my mindset. What we doing?
So, because how you going to do a Dark Phoenix saga and in no way, shape, or form involve the Shi'ar? No Lalandra. Starjammers. No Mcron Crystal. No Imperial Guard.
The sad part about it is we could go ask quite a few of these people who keep capping for them movies. I don't want to be petty, but I'm going to be petty. If they don't give 2 damns about Monica Rambeau's father, I know damn good and well they don't give 2 damn about Scott Summers' father. You can't even tell me what his real name is, nor his code name. And he plays a role in the Dark Phoenix saga.
A big role. A very big role. And what's so hard? What's so hard about playing up the relationship between Scott and Alex Summers? Why do they have to behave cinematically like Scott and Alex Summers ain't related at all? They made no reference to Scott and Alex being related in no iteration. We just hear they both got the same last name and be like, oh, they must be related. So if you ain't never read no comic book, you ain't gonna make that connection. And speaking of not making connections, Theo, that is the perfect segue into this.
Ken, you said
how on earth are you gonna make a cinematic version of Reed Richards and Dr. Doom ain't his arch foe? How? I mean, that's Fantastic Four 101. If you gonna make a Fantastic Four movie, Dr. Doom is your villain. Dr. Doom is your villain. Knock, knock. Dr. Doom is your villain. Not Galactus, not freaking whoever the hell they put in there, and that Cloud or whatever that was, they put in that other movie, and all of this, the Mole Man, an argument could be made for, but we don't talk about the Fantastic Four without talking about Victor Von Doom. So you making a Fantastic Four movie and Victor Von Doom ain't the main villain. Then on top of that, you're telling me that when Victor Von Doom and Reed Richards finally show up cinematically, they've met for like the first time? There's no history between them? Y'all gonna go with that?
Sound like a good story to me.
Yeah, okay.
And I think that's what we talked about. It's like, man, hold up, dog, hold up. And that's why I say it don't matter
that
who
is
you put in this.
Cast. That's a great cast for Guy Gardner, the actor who played Tommy on Power.
Yeah. That's Guy.
He would make a great Guy Gardner.
And watch this.
Good eye, Paul Martin. Good eye.
If you get him, then he and they look like they in the same age group. Like that, I'll be looking at that, right? I'm like, man, get that thing where it should be. So if we got him to play Guy Gardner, which actually should have been the casting, let's be clear, James Gunn hired his friend. That's what that was. He hired his friend. He gave his friend that job. He didn't think about the fans. He thought about his friend, and his friend showed the fans how much he cared about that role to not go get in rookie shape. Take that for what you will. So who would be the cast for Hal?
That's a good question.
Who would be the casting for Hal Jordan?
Who? I mean, they got a guy, but I mean, are you saying who do we think would make a better Hal Jordan?
Right. To go along with those two, if we look at the guy from Power, I can't remember Tommy, the guy that played Tommy's role, and we look at Rebel Ridge, who would fit in with that to complete that triumvirate? Who we
so that is chronologically right?
So that it look good, because we know that Hal, that ain't it. No,
I'll tell you like this. The guy that they had, Nathan Fillion, should have been Hal Jordan.
Long time ago.
You know what I'm saying? Nathan Fillion should have been Hal Jordan. That I mean, he got the swag, he got the look. He reminds me of Hal Jordan. When I look at him, I used to watch Firefly. I'd be like, he probably make a good Green Lantern.
Listen, it one of them things where I could look at him no differently than I look at a Michael Jai White playing the role of T'Challa. Yeah, not now, not now. Because I'm not. To me, if we go, as you say, we're gonna tell the story right. Do we want to do this where Hal has been a Green Lantern for 10 years already? Guy been a Green Lantern for 10, 15 years already? Because there's some great stories there.
Not if he's supposed to be the backup.
Huh?
Not if he's supposed to be the backup.
I'm just saying, like, what I'm saying is like, yeah, he could be the backup, but what I'm saying is when we tell Hal Jordan's story in this series, do we want it to be where when the series open up, he's already been a Green Lantern for 10, 15 years? I'm asking that question because there are some great stories, some story arcs that we would have missed during that time frame. And I'm like, that's why I said I like Nathan Fillion, but if we could backdate the actors, make them younger.
I think the way cinematic movies are being movies are being done cinematically, and the disregard to canon and fan desire, what fans want to see is what's gonna kill it. Because if I'm not seeing what I want to see from my favorite hero cinematically, then I'm not gonna go see it. So if you just keep churning out this shit and saying, okay, this is a superhero movie, or this is a superhero movie that we know you want to see because you're a simple-minded lot, you comic book folks, and all I have to do is put 2 or 3 things in it to satisfy your myopic criteria, and bam, there you go. Give me my check.
I think it's one of them things where they don't respect the source material. And while you were talking, I was thinking, I was like, you start off kind of obeying the source material, and then you just keep gradually moving further away from it to the point where it's no longer recognizable. Then you then turn off the fan. And I got to thinking about the Titans, the series, the live action. Was that really Bruce Wayne? Okay. So wait. So Deathstroke shot and killed Aqua Boy with what? Aqua Lad with what? And he gone? That's it? You steadily
you talk about Titans.
Yeah, Titans. What did I say?
Okay. I don't know, but
I thought I said Titans live action.
I don't think James Gunn got anything to do with
No, that's
series.
not what not James Gunn specifically. I'm talking about when you look at the companies having these projects and not respecting, to your point, the source material, and steadily getting further and further away from the source. We want Batman. He should be somewhere floating around the Titans, but was that really Batman? Because that dude was kind of frail. And so you asking yourself this question as a comic book fan. You be like, well, since when Batman become
blonde-haired Bruce Wayne?
Yeah, since when Batman become the counselor?
Old Bruce Wayne.
Yeah. So, and then you get the Aqualad thing. Like I said, Aqualad get deleted by Deathstroke. You be like, okay, see now y'all. Then you look at what happened to Wonder Girl. Like, you know what, y'all doing too much. And that's what get the comic book fan. When the comic book fan get to the point where they say y'all doing too much, now you start seeing viewership start going all the way. I don't understand why they don't respect it. I don't get it. I don't understand it, but it is a concern.
They showed they don't care when they let the Vulture in Spider-Man Homecoming say the Battle of New York 8 years ago in 2018 when the battle was in 2012. The math didn't math. You got to care about your own canon. You don't care about your own canon. How are you going to care about the actual canon? Good point, Mr. Martin. Very good point.
You know what it is with me? You got the library, both sides. You got the library. You got award-winning writers, award-winning stories in there. If we're talking about budgets, some of them stories are, as you alluded to today, street level. So they don't require as much in production cost as opposed to some other stuff. But they not looking at, you got them stories there. Built in, no agenda. Go feel whatever you need to have it feel. And instead of saying, well, I will, and to not the Hutland brothers, but to the Russo brothers, you and I understood as comic book fans why that first group of Avengers that they gave us looked like that. We didn't trip. Okay, well, we know Giant Man, Ant-Man, Janet Van Dyne. Maybe you ain't got the special effects to do that. Hawkeye, Black Widow, they ain't really got no abilities. You can do more with that. Made sense. Loki, me and you sat up there. That ain't the story from Avengers 1. Me and you as comic fans, that is not the story from Avengers 1, but it's close enough. Loki is still the antagonist. We don't know where the Chitauri came from. We don't know, and we don't care. We get it. Because we don't want to have the Hulk fighting them like that. Y'all still got plans for the Hulk. We understood that as comic book fans. But what the hell was Iron Man 2?
An attempt to encapsulate a bunch of stuff that occurred in comics, but you didn't capture those events very well. When you try to cram a bunch of events, a bunch of canonical events in one movie, if you ain't making that movie 3 hours, you're not going to do those canonical events any justice.
Even if we
case in point, Tony Stark's issues with alcoholism.
As comic book fans, now watch this. We knew what that was. We knew what that was, and we could appreciate, oh, that's that demon in the bottle storyline. Okay, well, that make all the sense in the world. Okay. But then they gave it Anton Vanko, like, whoa, wait a minute. You doing too much. Then you throw Justin Hammer into the mix. You're like, why? What we doing? What we doing? Then we got James Rose's War Machine.
Where was Justin Hammer's superpower henchman? How cool would that have been for Rhodey and Tony to fight Blizzard, the Beetle, Stiltman, Copperhead, all of them low-level villains that we never get to see in live action form. Let all of them cats get beat up and thrown in the raft.
So what you're saying is
you would have actually had something to do with the damn raft.
Watch it. So what you're saying is, low key, they could have gave us Armor Wars and Iron Man 2.
Boom.
That's why it's like
they gave us Armor Wars.
You sit up there and you be like,
should have been one of those movies, 2 or 3 should have captured the Armor Wars storyline. But
because we don't know why, when, where, how, what they was thinking in regards to Iron Man 3. Well, don't nobody. We read the story arc. We did. That ain't it. That ain't it. And then it don't mesh with this. I read that story arc. You read that story arc. If Tony is smart enough to prepare for the fact that Thanos might get that gauntlet back on his hand and have access to the Infinity Stones to the point where he got a back door where he can, as soon as he touch Thanos, them stones are going to put on his arm. You mean to tell me Tony's ain't got the extremist virus in his system?
I thought he did. I don't
even want to do that. I don't even want to do that. There should have never been a question as to whether or not we could bring back Tony Stark. The question should have been when we gonna bring. See, that's the comic book stuff. That you got the comic books right there. You got them right there. Oh no, we want to send Robert Downey. You can still send Robert Downey Jr. off. You ain't coming back to play Tony Stark. Your time done.
Are the Chitauri really a threat if 45 caliber bullets and arrows can kill them?
Well, according to Rocket, no.
and according to well, no, that was the Sakaran. That's why there were so many of them.
Yeah, Rocket didn't know what the problem was. Robert, like, that's who y'all had to fight. Just give us the story. I think that's the thing. I think that's the most disappointing thing to me, is to have access to them stories, those heroes, and still get it wrong.
So here's my question. Marvel Studios believes that they can piecemeal any story together based on separate existing events or characters or things of that nature, and every single movie they do like that is going to be a hit.
That's what history tell me. I want to look at something different, but you just pointed out you getting ready to give me a Fantastic Four movie and Vic ain't in it. So you mean to tell me Vic and Reed didn't go to the same college? Didn't take the same classes?
Nope. And like I said, I think they're going to do that infamous Iron Man storyline where Tony Stark and Victor Von Doom switch places.
And
So
for that,
who gonna be playing Tony Stark?
I don't know, but so we really gotta have Tom Holland as Spider-Man looking up to Victor Von Doom. Oh yeah, this ain't got nothing to do with 616. I'm good.
That's what it sound like. That what it sound like.
You know what? I'm good. I'm good. The comic books come out every Wednesday. I'll be right on.
Hey, sure. Welcome back, sir. Haven't seen
What's
you
going
in
on,
a
Big
while.
Short? Yeah.
He said the MCU. He said the MCU is deluding themselves.
Why though? Like that be my thing. Like y'all don't want to make no money.
I think
y'all don't be wanting to go get this green.
Do you know what I think? And this is what I honestly think that
it's that. Wait, no. Before you get that, it's that hard. No, for real. Is it that hard? Damn. DC effing up Marvel. It's that hard to get a good superhero movie, bro. It's that hard.
Now,
is it hard?
I can answer that question by asking a question. Okay. Do you take an existing story that is fantastic, just the way it is, in a novel, in a book? Do you take that story and rip it up to the point where it's not recognizable and then say, this is going to be a hit, versus taking that information right there, writing a screenplay based on that information and not some stuff you make up, and just be good with that? People don't do that to Stephen King stuff. I mean, they tweak his stories and freak them certain ways, but they don't take it to the point where it's like, I don't even recognize that damn story now.
Bro, The Fog, Amityville Horror.
Amityville Horror ain't Stephen King.
I'm just saying, like, just hard. It. Because what's it?
Okay, I get it.
Wait, hold on. Wait. Let me ask you this question. Did you remember watching it on ABC, the 2-part when it came out?
Yeah.
You read the book.
Yeah.
The changes that they made, they only made for television purposes. By and large, they kept that story right there where it was.
Right.
So I'm agreeing with you.
Because that's the story. You're not deviating from the story. Okay. All right. Okay. I'm going to tell you the story from beginning to end because I can do it real quick. Loki hates his brother. Loki's trying to get back at his brother. That's the whole premise behind Avengers #1. Loki is trying to get back at his brother. And in order to do it, he's using the Hulk. He's using the Hulk because the Hulk's the only character that could get at his brother. Okay, but he don't know about Iron Man. And so Iron Man is the one who pulls up and to try to deal with the Hulk. And Ant-Man and the Wasp help him. And by the time they figure it out, then Thor's confronting Loki somewhere else and defeats Loki and brings him back to the other ones and say, this is why y'all tripping, because of him. And then there's a showdown between Loki and the Avengers, and they beat him. That's it. The Wasp is responsible for naming the Avengers, not a project that Nick Fury put together 20, 30 years ago. That's very different from the original story.
When did Cap show up?
Issue 4.
When did Hulk peace out?
Issue 2.
We understand certain things as comic book fans. We're not anal. We're not anal. We're not. He just listed quite a few differences. We get it. But then you take it to the nth degree. What in the hell was Jennifer Walters? What was that crap in regards to She-Hulk? Crap. Who in the was that really the Wrecking Crew?
They better take a whole lot of roids and beef up.
If we wasn't gonna get them right, why even put them in it? If we wasn't gonna get the sensational She-Hulk right, why even do that damn series? If you got to keep reshooting Captain America 4 up until a month before it hits the movie theaters, you ain't doing it right. We told y'all that day one. As my brother said, the story didn't make sense. Why is Thunderbolt Ross in this movie?
Why isn't this movie called Red Hulk? Why isn't this movie called Gamma Madness or Gamma World? Why is this movie called Captain America? Why is Captain America's name even on it? Why is the Serpent Society in this movie for 2 minutes?
You know why? Watch this. Because you ain't read enough comic books that know anything about any other Captain America villain outside of Hydra. That's why you doing it. Those ain't his villains. Red Hulk ain't his villain. It's the Serpent Society. And you don't want to invest in the Serpent Society. So how you finna do this movie? The leader is not his villain. You know why the script don't make no damn sense? Because them characters don't jive. Every comic book fan know it, and you can only pull the wool over smart people's eyes for so long. Thus, none of that makes sense to the common person. What you could have did was just put the right people in the right movie.
Theo, don't remind me of the weak ass piss poor wrecking crew where they blackwash the only black member. That's exactly what they did. That's exactly what they did.
I got mixed feelings. I'm so glad he wasn't part of that, because that's the only smart member in that damn group. That dude got a damn PhD. We still ain't figured out why he kicking the bobo with him. That's the only smart one in that damn group. So you know what? I feel you were shorter, but I'm so glad. I'm so glad. You know what? I ain't mad. Don't misrepresent me like that. Don't do me like that.
Like Erykah Badu say, we sensitive about our shit. Okay? Don't be doing that, man. If you ain't gonna do it right, don't do it. And
I think that's the line that comic book fans are drawing in the sand. I think comic book fans are like, you know what? I think comic book fans look at the premise off the rip and be like, I'm good. Folks that love to go to the movies, and when I say that, folks who got their initiation and introduction into these heroes via TV, movie theater, they might be subject to go because they feel like they got to get it in. Them reading a book was not a thing the way they got these heroes. Those of us that grew up reading these heroes be like, oh, I'm straight. I'm gonna take that money and go to the comic book store. I'm gonna do that. I ain't gonna do that. I ain't gonna waste my time on that. I ain't. Even if it's free. I'm gonna find something else better to do with my time. Speaking of stuff better to do with your time.
Yes.
Did I tell you we missed you?
Yeah, you did. But you didn't really say how much. Not that I'm asking you to define it.
We missed you. Time wisely. Halloween. Okay. I think I'm gonna do this right here because this your fault. You know, I got to blame. It's either your fault or Mr. Smith's fault. Sometimes it be your fault.
Hey, what is this sitting right here?
Your fault, big dog. Your fault.
I mean, well, now hang on. Who was in there? Who was that? Me? Did I talk about it first, or did you?
That ain't what I mean. That ain't what I'm saying. You made me cancel my Hasbro order and go to Amazon real quick. Oh, y'all playing? He got I'm straight. Right. I'm going. No, let me go. No, I'm going over here.
The only figure I ain't been able to find on Amazon is Power Princess. I know he got one. He can pull her out. Go pull it out.
Talking about this young lady right here?
Yeah, that little lady there.
I wouldn't BSing with that one right there. So my question is, what you planning for October 31st, big dog?
Well, I showed you earlier. I got a couple more items coming.
Can you show for the yeah. There you go. Come on, somebody.
Well, let me take this off so they can see it good.
Yeah. Yeah.
That hey, would that work as Varney?
Hell yeah.
That
What
would
would no,
probably work
move
as
on, move
Varney,
on.
wouldn't it?
Listen, yeah, move. We ain't gotta ask that question. Hell to the yeah, fix it.com. Yeah, that's
Okay.
Varney. Next
Okay.
question. Okay, so
Okay.
yeah.
And,
Did you wait?
and
Did you send me the link?
that,
Did you
huh?
send me the link?
Bruh, I got this a while back. So I had already ordered it. I can send you a link for it, but it probably
Send me
won't
a
be.
link and I just do my own investigative research from there.
Okay. Because it's
So,
4 horsemen. It's 4 horsemen.
okay, so that's Varney. So for the fans, the Rock With Me Nation, Black Panther Fan Group Council of Wakanda, what are you giving us? That's Varney. For those that aren't familiar with Varney, go ahead and tell us what you plan on blessing us with October 31st.
Well, he's going to play a couple of roles because I don't know if you've seen it in the back, but not only do we got all them little fun accessories, my man has wings.
We saw that.
Okay. So I got some creepy things with wings. He might pull up in my gargoyle set because I got Broadway. And I got Goliath. And I might have them all kind of get together, square up. I'm gonna pull the Cyclops out. I got some creepy things. I got 1 or 2 more things coming.
What's the name of that character, that action figure that you got there?
This, it's a vampire lord. But I've seen it under different names. By the way, D and Theo, is there a review for the Cape Crusader from you guys? I gotta, boy, you've been gone for a while, haven't you? Sure. Why don't you look through my stuff? I do have a video for the Cape Crusader. So go ahead and check that out, Playboy. Gargoyles, no, the character I showed you is not a gargoyle character, but I do have gargoyles characters. That's NECA. Go ahead and look that up. But here I got you, man. Hang loose here. Y'all just had to excuse me for a second. You know, sharing is caring, and so we got to make sure everybody is getting taken care of on the levels they need to be taken care of on. So my purchases, okay, boom, there we go. He is Varag, Varagg, mythic, part of the Mythic Legions line from 4 Horsemen. Yeah, here's one right here. They got one, but dang, man, that Joker is a lot. I'm just saying, it's a lot. I send you a link here, and then you can tell me what you want to do with it. Bam.
Look,
boom.
I'm over here looking hard.
Okay, here come, man. Relax. Here come. Gotcha. It's in your messenger.
Do what it do. This is what we do, y'all. We make it a party. Do what it do tonight.
We don't just talk about it. We be about it.
Do what it do tonight. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, you know
what? What's up? Yeah. I didn't pay that much, but yeah. They are high end. Just know that. But I'm gonna start putting stuff together, man. I got a lot of like monster stuff, so I think I'm gonna put them together all like in different groups because I've got like movie monsters and Dungeons and Dragons monsters and Marvel monsters and just monsters in general. That, and then when I get my last 4 figures here for the Legion of Doom, I'm gonna put that together for you. So I got some things. Going on. I got a few things going on.
hey, When you say I got a few things going on, man, you know, is he coming back?
Who's he?
Is that who you saying? You said one of the guests we didn't already had on the show.
Oh, I ain't gonna tell you that. I ain't gonna tell you that on air. I got
okay. No, okay. I like how you say
I don't want to say nah, coming back, and then they don't come. But I've been in talks. Let's just put it like that.
Okay.
So yeah, I said next 2 weeks, Becky guest.
Okay.
So yeah, we won't have to carry the whole show.
There it is. There it is.
Because part of the vibe is entertainment, and we want to entertain.
We like to entertain now.
And we want people.
We like to entertain.
It's what we do. It's what we do, and we want people to show up. Kamoyo said, "You know who I always wish was an action figure? Urtu from D&D. Also, King Obald, mini arrows. You would like them." Mythic Legions. The Mythic Legions line from Four Horsemen. They got a lot of stuff, but it's high end, very high end. They got like a 8-arm, like kind of like spider. Well, not spider, man spider that I want to get and use it for my Anansi.
They be wanting some change. We gonna work it out. Now, y'all, I don't want us to get lost on that. Here's the thing: at the end of the day, we got Dracula, we got Blade, we got side. I don't want to call them side characters, but I damn near want to say we got every character from that storyline. So, in essence, we gonna do some stuff. We gonna do some stuff. We gonna do some stuff.
I'm making do what it do. Oh, trust me, we got Dracula, we got Blade, we got Varney, we got all the Avengers. We got oh, and I just I picked up something else. I think might sub in for the Dracula clone.
Who?
Well, it's God, why can't I remember his name? All white.
Bloodstorm 1.
Yeah. Found an anime character that I might be able to use for that.
1. Yeah. That's all. Bloodstorm 1. And get back into that. But damn, now I got a question. Because I know, let me, you know what? Let me do this right here.
Okay.
Because I know I did do. I know I covered. Did I do the second issue? I don't think I did the second issue.
Of Blood Hunters?
Boy, look, I'm slipping on my pimping. I'm sitting up here like, man, okay, hold on. Blood Hunters number 2. I ain't gonna do you like that. I did get Philadelphia. I ain't gonna act like that. I ain't gonna do like that.
Oh, hang on. Hold up that cover one more again. For them folks that was sweating me on my live, that's the one with Blackula in it.
Nah.
See, y'all, I wish I could see a comic book with Blackula in it. Well, if you had been beating Philadelphia, you would have.
Then listen, shout out to my brother D Real for making it do what it do. Shout out to my other brother, Flash by Night Marvel. I might not review it, don't mean I ain't got it. But we did do Avengers 18, so that's not a big. That's we did. We did that. We did not do this.
I have that too.
Didn't do that one.
That was a very strange book for me.
Okay. And I think we did do this, or we might need to get to this. I think we got to do this.
Okay.
We still got to do. So literally, what I'm saying is, y'all, your boy got a busy weekend.
Am I late on this? Has this been out for a while?
No, it just came out.
Oh, okay. Okay. I'm gonna get this.
Wait,
I'm gonna peep this out. Yeah, I'm gonna do something on it this weekend.
okay. Well, that you know what I got to get to the. You know what I
Oh,
got.
you know what? You know what? You know
What?
what? Monday, dog. Monday. Oh, I'm sorry, I forgot. Monday is my birthday.
Happy birthday to ya. Happy birthday to ya. Happy birthday. Happy birthday to ya. Yeah, we gonna make it do what it do. Happy
So,
birthday. Oh yeah, let's go.
so
Yeah.
I've already started my celebrations. I always do like a week long celebration in celebration of me, because I feel like as you get older, the holidays don't have the same allure as they did when
Yeah.
you weren't buying shit for everybody else.
Yeah.
But your birthday is the one day where you can celebrate you and be guilt free, because it's your day.
Yeah, man. My
Or
birthday
at
sucked.
least you should.
My birthday sucked this year.
I'm sorry
And
to hear that.
I woke up and everything like that. And if I had to just look at the days surrounding, by and large, more days have been good than they've been bad. And I've been able to do certain things other people couldn't do throughout the year. But that one day that was mine, that is mine, that day sucked for no reason.
See, I know it, and I know it just must be me maturing, because Grand Madam says she feels the same way. Bruh, this gonna be for me. You know what I mean? Everybody bow down. That just
Yeah. No,
you
it
don't
should be
get
that way.
you don't get no other day in the year. You know what I'm saying? And so I'm gonna roll, I'm gonna ride it till the wheel fall off. I'm gonna do it
I,
for a week. Damn a
I
day.
think I think that's the thing, is that day only comes once a year. And I think everybody wants to feel special on that day. So I think, when that's how you would want to feel, you, like I said, your birthday's Monday, man. Congratulations. Grandma Tarot, we knew when her birthday was. We did not know when Juju's birthday was. Had we known, we would have celebrated it then just like that too. So it's one of those things, man, where I'm real
Hang
big.
on a second.
Go ahead.
My birthday, Ashura, not Theo's. but go ahead.
His birthday. It's one of them things, man, where it's like you should want to see people feel good on that day, because you want to feel good on your day. So, big bro, we're gonna knock on wood. We're gonna send prayers up and everything like that. You make that day, and hell, I know you don't ask for it, but hell, give me 60 more days. Give me 60 more years after that, so we can continue doing what we're doing.
If I can, baby, I'm gonna go for it. I'm gonna try. You know what
Give
I'm
us
saying?
60 more years. Yeah.
I done got to a point in my life, where I say, okay, it's all about legacy. So I can't leave no legacy if I ain't around.
That's it. That's it.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
You say Blade came out this week? I got to get to the comic books.
Yeah, it's a as you can see, it's red band.
It's the red band. I know they got to have that in my. I got to call
It's red band, so they ain't playing with it. So yeah, I'm about to get down.
Now here's the thing. Brian Hill is writing that book.
Yes.
Now I don't know if you remember me saying there's a difference in his writing style, and maybe that was because he knew he had only so many issues in Blade, so he was
that 10 issue,
and he ain't got no number in regards to Ultimate Black Panther. I'm gonna be very, very interested in the writing, in the pacing of the writing style. I'm gonna be very interested to see that and everything like that, just to see how he's writing it. And if I could, We vibing. We vibing. Ain't have our sisters gotten some unfair criticism in regards to their writings? Oh, one to T'Challa.
We talking about Cheryl and Eve.
Yeah.
Well, Theo.
Uh-oh. Wait.
Well,
No.
Oh, you said okay. Because we're vibing, I'm gonna do it in a vibe way.
Hey, that's why I started laughing. Let me go ahead. Let me get myself ready.
Okay. I feel like this, Theo, and rock with me, nation. If you don't criticize all writers, all artists to the same degree across the bar, your judgment is biased. Period. Because what about Eve Ewing or Cheryl Eaton's writing says woman? Other than you looking at that comic book and seeing above writer, it's a Cheryl Eaton or Eve Ewing, that is all you have to go on. If you have never read anything else from either of these people, don't criticize them simply because they're women. Criticize them because you think their writing sucks. If you think their writing sucks, I can respect that because that's an opinion. But when you come in and you just like, I don't like Eve writing too slow. Did you say any other artist was writing too slow? Did you say Jed McKay was writing too slow? Did you say Jonathan Hickman was writing too slow? Got to be equal across the board with it, man. Don't be no chauvinist. Don't be no misogynist. When it comes, to writing. Writing ain't lifting bales of hay. Writing ain't lifting bricks. You know what I'm saying? Writing is writing. Anybody can do it. A man, a woman, a child. Anybody can write, but then write good. I personally feel like Eve Ewing, her writing is exactly what it needed to be. She carved out a niche. She went somewhere and said, I'm going to tell a story about T'Challa that ain't nobody told before. And did that. And didn't humiliate T'Challa doing it. Cheryl Lynn Eaton had 3 issues. 3 issues. She crammed so much Wakanda and Black Panther lore into 3 issues. It beggars the thought, if you are a forward-thinking kind of person, damn, if she did that much in 3 issues, imagine what the hell she do if they gave her like a 15-issue run like they always do with Black Panther. Oh, we just gonna give you 15 issues. You ain't worth having a whole 30, 40, 50 issue run. I don't care who's writing the book. I don't care if Elton John is writing the damn book. I don't care if RuPaul is writing the book. If that shit's good, I'm reading it.
Watch this. It's gonna seem like I'm being petty. We both reviewed Photon. 5-issue limited series. Dr. Eve Ewing wrote it. We had some.
Yes, she did.
We had some constructive criticism about the writing in that book.
A bunch. Didn't nobody say nothing about the art.
Her writing style in Photon.
Did you hear me?
It was that.
Did nobody say nothing about the art?
No, they didn't. No, they didn't. Now, let me just say, as much as Daryl and I critiqued that writing, nobody mentioned the artist at all. Nobody.
I bet you. Let me shut
up. Barely anybody said anything about the Beyonder. And I know me and Daryl was like, who is this?
Who is that? Exactly.
Who that's supposed to be? Because damn, if the first Beyonder didn't look like a rip off of Michael Jackson, this one here, anyway, wasn't her writing style different than Black Panther?
Very. Extremely.
So now it's crazy. Daryl and I had our concerns on her photon run.
Real quick. Can anybody name, without looking it up, can anybody name the artist on that Photon 5-issue run?
I ain't even do that. No, I'm not gonna do
okay.
that.
And I'm not saying that to put you on the spot. I'm saying that because the focus was so on Eve Ewing that we didn't go, except for the covers. The art in that Photon run was kind of subpar. And that had something to do with it. If the art don't jump out at me and go, then I'm not going to be really checking that hard for the story.
Now watch this. A strong argument could be made. The only reason why she was told to do a Photon comic book is because the character was popping up in the movie. Because really, there was no conclusion to the Photon story miniseries that she did. There was no clear-cut antagonist. There was no resolution to what was going on with Monica. No, all it did, low-key, was just let us know what they was going to do with Monica in the MCU.
There's a character named Photon, and we want y'all to be aware of it.
We actually in the one issue of Avengers Assemble got Monica being more Monica than we got in that 5-issue run.
Yeah, that part.
And don't know why, but in that 5-issue run, Monica was unsure of herself. In Avengers Assemble, she letting Steve know off the rip, I got this.
Kamoyo said, wish Cheryl would come on over and vibe with us. She would have more fun than that interview she did with ...
Thank you. Thank you for doing the ...
Don't be starting no stuff, man.
Thank you. Did you take the comment down yet? He finna stop. Hey, we trying not to do that. He don't be caring though. See?
Oh shit.
He don't care.
He already told us he got 0 F's to give.
It's 0. Zero. But I mean, like, you know what? I ain't gonna lie, just because I do follow her on Twitter. She deep.
Okay, I'm gonna say this. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna do this for you because you my dog. Sure. Shirley E. You know good and well this man been trying to reach out to you. Don't be like that.
Man, listen, I know me. I'm a rebel with a cause and everything like that. And I don't want to finish. I don't want to mess nobody up getting the bag. Folks might be under order.
You know what? I ain't mad at nobody. That's all I'm saying. But just like my man said in the chat, come on over here. It's the vibe. It's energy. We have fun. We ain't gonna put you on the spot. You ain't gotta talk about nothing but except what you want to talk about. I mean, wait. I do it like this. Talk to David Crownson. You know David Crownson. David Crownson has been on this show. Talk to Greg Burnham. You know Greg Burnham. Greg Burnham is a very good friend of mine and has been on this show. You are aware of John Mayberry. You know John Mayberry's work. John Mayberry has been on this show. I ain't trying to vet us or nothing, but I'm saying it's a safe space. If you want to come through and chop it up about all things Nerd Blerd, and maybe even a couple other things that don't have nothing to do with Nerd and Blerd, you can chop it up right here and there. I said it. So if don't nothing happen from here, it won't be because we did not ask. Go ahead, Theo.
I like I said, man, I understand we're an acquired taste.
And I understand that there are haters out there that push certain narratives.
We made our bed, and as we've been told, Generation X, you made your bed, you got to lay in it. Well, I'm comfortable in my bed. I am. I made the bed. I did. That's what that was. I made the bed. So any repercussions and consequences that I have to deal with because I made the bed, I'm prepared to deal with. I ain't trying to do that with nobody else. That said, she's an immense talent. You talked about the 3 issues, how much she packed into it. It ain't for me. I think the character deserves her, or anyone like her that's going to do what she did for the character. The character deserves it. So that's my mindset. I would never have to talk to her, interview her. I would be, if CB give her the job, ongoing Black Panther title, I'd be like this. I'm good. We gonna make it do what it do. We gonna review the titles and everything like that. So I don't want nobody. I get it. I told you once before, I said, Daryl, you the realest one I know. You are the real one. If I'm gonna rock with a celebrity, it's gonna be you. I ain't finna do that with nobody else because the rest of these cats ain't doing that. So I made this bed. If I don't ever in my life interact with certain people because of the bed that I made this bed.
Not mad at you, bro. Not mad at you. Own it. Own that shit. That's how I feel.
I'm pretty comfortable in my bed now.
I'm not.
I like my bed. My bed allows me to talk to you.
I'm not changing up because somebody uncomfortable with my setup. I mean, because trust me, I have reached out to people too, and I've reached out to people that didn't even condescend to respond. You know what I'm saying? Didn't even respond. These is people who comic books you read. These are people whose art you look at. Didn't even condescend to respond. Maybe I ain't high enough up on the radar or whatever for them to notice, but it's been a lot of people I done reached out to that was like, peasant. You know what I'm saying? But I ain't tripped. Or at least that's the energy they gave off.
You know what? I look at it like this. We do this. We do this because we love it, not necessarily looking for any type of personal accolades. It's to grow the knowledge of the characters. There's been some things that people have said about us that are up there. At least we see them up there and everything like that. So that lets me know we moving in the right direction.
I'm renting space.
To have Jonathan Mayberry give us the compliments he gave us, not ask for.
And I forgot all about Tony Cottrell. I'm sorry, Big Tom.
Right,
my bad.
Tony Cottrell to get the compliment. These are cats that, as far as we concerned, have made it to get the compliment that we got from Tony Cottrell. Hell, I was doing a live one day and I did not know she was in the live. But to get the compliments from Sarah Eaton. So to me, real recognize real. That's what I'm gonna say. I believe it right there, just like that. Real recognize real. All that other stuff, real recognize real. I'm good. I can be better. I can be better. But as I look in my office, what mad about what?
Ain't no reason to be. I mean, my thing is too many folks out there. I reach out to you and you don't say nothing to me, then I'm gonna reach out to somebody else. That's how I feel. I 3-strike rule. I reach out to you one time, you don't say nothing. I reach out to you 2 times, you don't say nothing. That 3rd time, you don't say nothing to me. I ain't reaching out to you no more. Now, 2-3 years from now, wherever I'm at, I'm gonna be acting the same way I was 2-3 years ago. When you wasn't paying no attention, I don't care who listening to you. If you weren't paying attention or you was being snotty and snooty and stuck up, I'm not checking for you. I don't care what you're doing.
What I would probably do, because I'm working on me, is I'm never going to burn that bridge, but there would be an uncomfortable conversation had. Because I would be wanting to know, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, I made this bed, but if I'm keeping it 1,000 and you're one of those people that keep it 1,000, then we can understand why we not interacting. Watch this. While keeping it 1,000. Prime example. Young lady, friend of mine, member of the LGBTQ plus, was applying for a job at Disney. We had healthy interaction. She said, Theo, don't mention my name when you do your videos. We have our interaction away from everybody else. We talk about certain things and everything like that, but I'm not going to mention, because I'm not going to jeopardize. If I care about that person, I'm not going to jeopardize what that person got going on. I'm not going to do that. So I think that's where we miss it. We feel like if they're not interacting with us, it's only a couple of reasons why they're not interacting with us, the way I look at it. You ain't big enough. I done heard some stuff about you, or interacting with you could hinder what I got going on. We're credible comic book critics. That we credible. We know our stuff. So it's not like we just keep maliciously bashing people. No, you give us some good stuff, you're gonna get the credit. You give us some bad stuff, you're gonna get the constructive criticism. We're gonna tell you how to improve it, but that's what we hang our hat on. And we don't do that two-faced stuff. We don't do that. We don't do that two-faced stuff. We don't, that backstabbing stuff, we too grown for that. That beefing stuff, if it don't come from a cow, we don't know nothing about it. Talking about folks behind their back, ain't got time. We can tell it to you to your face. If we don't talk to you, it's a reason for that.
Hey, I'm of the mind, you ain't checking for me, I ain't checking for you.
And if we're not talking to you, it's not because of secondhand information. No, it's because of a one-on-one.
That part.
So, I like what we got going on. We don't know how we got to know each other, but since then we both grown.
Indeed. Speaking of growing, I recently did a video about sequels, prequels, and remakes with movies.
You talked about Roy, Coach. You talked. No, damn it! I wanted to be on the show with you last night, but I knew better. You talked about my shit, Night Stalker.
Breathe, homie. Breathe. Okay. If you want to, we get around to that and check it.
Do you not, bro? Hold on. My grandmother, when I saw the thumbnail, you took me back to 68 Newton Street, Camilla, Georgia. My grandmother, CBS late nights. She's sitting at the dining room table. I'm down there by the coffee table. I'm watching Kojak Night Stalker. Listen, my favorite episode was the Headless Horseman. That was my favorite episode.
On the motorcycle.
Yeah, that boy. Look, when you put that thumbnail up there, I said, "Oh, he didn't took me back." I hadn't thought about that show in I don't know how long. So first, let me say thank you for that.
I did it. I did it in the video. I'm doing it for you. Here you go. 1, 2, 3. Remember that?
Yeah.
Remember that?
Yes.
That was from the movie. And now in the movie, they let you know Kojak is good for 2 things: finding and getting rid of supernatural threats and getting fired. He got fired from like 20 umpteen places before he finally ended up where he was at.
Bro.
Because didn't nobody believe him. Didn't nobody want to print his story.
Just you taking me back to that. It was so many shows that came out during the 70s, Midnight Shadows, something like that. And that was like a damn soap opera. That was a vampire soap. Like
Dark Shadows.
Dark Shadow. How you make a vampire damn soap? This is soap opera?
Hey, that's them British folks. You got them British folks to thank for that.
We had that. What else was it? You had to do what he wrote the story, The Crows, the Birds, Alfred Hitchcock.
Okay, yeah.
We had Alfred Hitchcock.
We had Rod Serling. Rod Serling hit us with Thriller.
Bro, The Twilight Zone.
Night Gallery.
You took me back with that one thumbnail. You took me all the way back there.
Then my work was not in vain, sir.
No, sir. No, sir, it was not.
But where I was going was right here. We got this right here. This just came out last week. This is the new Salem's Lot. Now, if you watched my video, you heard me talk about Salem's Lot and how Salem's Lot impacted me as a shorty. I must have been like, what, 11, 12 years old? And it was this scene right here. He's scratching on the window, and he had them eyeballs. Boy, you talk about somebody being unsettled by that shit. Bruh, I didn't like the way that was going down. And that fool opened the window. I'm like, what are you doing? You know what I'm saying? Hey, the new Salem's Lot, remember the young kid that old boy had with him? They color swapped him. He's little 11-year-old boy. And let me tell you, he the most ruthless, he the dog out of everybody on that movie.
You know what?
They killed his parents. After that, he was like, bruh, it's on. I'm getting him.
How about this? So I saw something where they were talking about they color swapped. I think it was Barbara Gordon.
On what, that Batwoman show?
It was somewhere I was reading that, but here's what I'm saying. So I know how you and I feel about race swap.
But again, we also say we don't want to be interested, or we ain't got no eyes for nothing that don't showcase us.
Right. I think folks have to understand some things as well. This is 2024. So it's a different day and age.
Right.
Back then, they wasn't thinking about us. That's why all them characters was white. Superheroes, by and large, that's a white demographic. Like that is what that is. That's who they were made for. They wasn't thinking about us like that. So all them characters were going to be white. So what I'm saying is, us as a community, while it's okay to react, let's make sure we're reacting about the right thing. Some of these characters are being race swapped because as far as some of these people are concerned, if they don't race swap them, where the characters of color coming from? I'm not saying I agree with it. I'm just telling you that's what they like. Well, where do they come from? Because if they create the new character of color, who's checking for that character? So I understand certain things. I believe if a character is white, that's what that is. I think if it's an Elseworld story, it's an Elseworld story. I do think some characters are just hands off. You never change their gender. You never change their orientation. You never change their race. Some characters, if that character has been around for 30 plus something years, 40 something years, it ain't never moved the needle. Thus, nobody really gives two damns about that character. I can't tell you I would be moved if they race swapped the character. Because even the white folks didn't care about that damn character. So don't pretend to care now because that character is either a female a member of the LGBTQ plus, or has been race swapped. You didn't give a damn back then. Don't care now. That I guess that's what my mindset is. If that character has been irrelevant, or white character has been irrelevant for God knows how long, if they come, retcon that character and make that character something different, and that character pop, don't be mad.
And that's what happened. I feel like this swap was something because number one, the first Salem's Lot, you didn't see no black people. I get it. Regionally, we don't dwell in those areas, but to say it's just bereft, you know what I'm saying? Because I was vacationing in a town of about 3,800 people, and I saw black people.
What we say? It's always one. Wasn't it one in it? It's always one.
So the addition of that did not mess with the integrity of the story.
Right.
I guess is what I'm saying. So, matter of fact, it figured in real good because it made the little black boy the little angry black boy.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, it's one of them things, and that's why with you and I being who we are, where we're at, and everything like that, I know people may feel one way, but I want folks to understand. No, we understand why certain things take place. We're not that. We're not. If it makes sense, it makes sense. As my brother Daryl say, make it make sense. If it makes sense, it makes sense. If it don't, it don't. And we've been around long enough to call it for what it is. No, you effed up. So when you do the Joker part 2, which is an Elseworld story, and you don't say, well, we know we got an Elseworld story that worked in the first movie. Let's stay grounded right here in reality. And now all of a sudden you want to turn it to a Broadway musical.
You know what I want to see get race swap? Simply for the sake of the author.
What's that? Who?
The Musketeers.
Yeah.
At least one of them. At least one of them.
The original race swap.
Maybe like D'Artagnan.
What's it? That's the original race swap. Black writer, them characters should have been black off the rip, just like Dr. Fate. That's the OG race swap. Making them black would not be race swapping them. Making them black would be what they're supposed to be.
Well, that's you get what I'm getting at.
I do.
I would love to see that and see like the energy, the reactions. You know what I'm saying? Because it's gonna be different. But when you nice with it, you nice with it.
Give me Common. Give me old boy that was in The Hard Way, the one he been on Atlanta. I love his work. I just can't remember his name.
Lakeith Stanfield.
Give me Common. Give me Lakeith Stanfield.
We need a big one for Porthos.
I'm thinking. He's older. I do like his work though. He's a big dude. I think he would be funny, especially because he big. Give me. He be pop locking. What's the big dude? He's an actor. Terry. Give me Terry Crews.
Oh, okay.
Give me Terry Crews because I'm looking at the chemistry between Lakeith Stanfield, Common, and Terry Crews. Oh, I'm laughing the whole damn movie. Wait, hold on. I need a fourth one, right?
Okay, so I would say for D'Artagnan, get the young boy played Shaft's son. Did you see that third Shaft movie?
I did. That's the dude that played on The Boys. He's small.
D'Artagnan's supposed to be big?
I thought you said D'Artagnan was big. I mean,
no, Porthos is big.
Okay, well, yeah, no, I like his work. Usher, I think his first name is Usher.
Yes. Last name is
Usher. Yeah,
Jesse.
no, I like his work. No, I like his work.
I think he would make a good D'Artagnan because I want to see his swag. You know what I'm saying? Because D'Artagnan, though he's young, he's very confident in his skills.
No, you're not wrong with that. No, you're not wrong with that one at all. No, I forget.
So we said Jesse Usher, Common, Terry Crews, and who?
I mean, I can still throw Lakeith Stanfield in there because I just want to see that.
Okay. They would probably be a fly little musketeers.
Bro, I'm laughing. I'm laughing the whole listen, just the conversation pieces when they interact with each other. Give me the deleted scene. Because I low-key don't want to give them no script. I really just want to tell them what's going on. Read the book. Here's your direction. Because we know Lakeith Stanfield is classically trained. Common is just him. Like the only movie I did not believe him in, me and Leisha watched it. It was the Gerard Butler movie when he was a submarine captain and Common was like a 2-star general. Yeah, it's on Netflix. I didn't believe that at all. I saw it. I like, I know what you want me to believe. He's a credible actor. Common still look like he in his damn 30. He don't look like he no older than 40. Common don't look like he old enough to be where y'all got him at, regardless of the acting chops that he got. I didn't believe it. But we've seen him in some stuff. Common got something.
Because it is the Rock With Me Nation, they always do this. They say, I got my own version, D-Real. Gray said, Omar C., Kevin Harrison Jr., Lakeith Stanfield, and Aldous Hodge.
I like that. I like the last two now. I'm definitely picking up the last. I don't know why I ain't think Aldous Hodge. Wait, that's cooking with something. Because Aldous Hodge, to me, that's the younger version of what the dude from England, what the dude from Britain?
Idris Elba.
Yeah, he the younger version of Idris Elba to me. He ain't Idris Elba. He not. They two separate people, but you know, they got that physique, that imposing physique. I like that though. I like that. Okay,
I like that y'all rocking with it. But ultimately though, I may do a review on the New Salem's Lot because they let, like in the original Salem's Lot, the head vampire Barlow didn't talk. In this one, he's talking. And what I like about what Stephen King did in Salem's Lot was, once you become a vampire, you become part of that collective conscious. So what one vampire knows, all vampires know. And so it's scary, like somebody who's like your friend or your relative and they get bit, get turned into a vampire, and then they start talking about some stuff that they ain't got no knowledge of, and to use it to kind of like, because that's what they were doing, and they were using it, they were talking to them and tempting them and scaring. It kind of, what I thought about was there was this one guy, and he was like knew about vampires, he was an expert in vampires and all of that, but to me it felt like he was being challenged like Jesus was being challenged in the wilderness.
How many episodes they got on him?
It's just a movie.
Oh, it's the whole movie.
It's just a movie. Yeah, it's like
a 2-hour movie. I'm going in, big dog. I'm going in this weekend. And
the thing about it, when they use crosses, there ain't no doubt in your mind the cross was working.
I'm going in, big dog. It's on Max. I got Max. I'm going in, big dog. You didn't talk it up to me. I'm going in. I'm going in, big dog.
Man, I mean, it was because it like the original one, it was more kind of, they were trying to scare you.
Yeah.
But in this one, it's like, okay, practically, how would you deal with a vampire? And the thing about it, the vampires only have to be in the dark. It don't have to be the daylight. Like, they can be out in the daylight, but be in the shade.
Oh, hell no. We got to have flashlights with us all every
long as they in the shade, they can be moving around and doing things. But as soon as they step out the shade, they're going to catch on fire. But, you know, they wasn't staying in coffins. They was in their trunk.
So wait. So Is it any light? Like, am I good with my cell phone light? Or I need something stronger than that?
Well, put it
Or I
like
just need
this.
do I just
If you
need it like where
if you
we at?
turn on your light, light don't do anything to vampires. Sunlight does.
Okay, because I was just trying to figure out. I'm here in my office and everything like that. Could he run up on me right now with my office well lit?
Oh yeah, that be your ass, Mr. Postman.
Oh damn.
So you if you ain't got no cross and a stake.
So I can't do this right here. I can't hit him with the Ultraman.
You could, but they would have to be bound together in the form of a crucifix. You can't just do that. You could take 2 tongue depressors and make a cross, but you got to tape them together, and then you got to like speak like at least some kind of verse out of the Bible so they know that you have faith in what it is you trying to use.
Wait. I got Matthew 5:5. Remember now, the meek shall inherit the earth. Now I believe that now. With conviction, I say that I'm good.
Well, they went with the they went with the ever popular song.
Okay.
Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want.
I mean, I like that, but I like, I rebuke you in the
if
name
you
of
was
Jesus.
really gonna make it gangster, then you bust out with that verse that Samuel L. Jackson read in Pulp Fiction.
That is gangster. That is.
Yeah. So that'll make
Samuel. I'm talking to Samuel. Before you go, I need to see you as a vampire hunter. And I need you to be Samuel. Before you go.
I'm sick of these fucking vampires and this fucking
before you go, I need you to be a vampire slayer or a monster hunter in some movie. And I need you to be you. Before you go. I need that. I need me the other version of Snakes on the Plane. I need the horror version of you, Snakes on the Plane. Because I need to go find Snakes on the Plane right now. Because I need
Theo,
that in my life.
Are you like me? Do you watch like horror movies around this time of year, or like quote
the
unquote?
ones that I like, the ones that I get into? Jeepers Creepers.
So what's some ones you like?
Jeepers Creepers fascinates me. Just
Okay.
the way that that's just the way that they got it, the premise behind it.
Okay.
What else? What else might I? The early Freddy Krueger movies, till they got silly. Till they got silly.
I think three was the last good one.
Yeah. Jason 10. Because I was like, you had him beat.
Jason
How
in space?
did you do this?
The one you talking about?
Huh?
The one Jason in space?
Yeah, I'm like, how did we get here? You had won. Like, I like going back, revisiting.
Why are we bringing him back?
Yeah. Which one? The one where Jason takes Manhattan. It's like
the one where he shot dude's head off.
Yeah. Now, and I haven't been able to find it since I had it, but I want to say it was the haunted ship and the
ghost ship.
And the scene that I'm like was when the lion snapped and cut everybody's head in half. I was like,
yeah. So you more into gore than horror?
I don't want to say that, but I mean, because I like the story.
That's what it sounds like. I wouldn't have said that if that wasn't the energy you would give it off.
I do like the storytelling aspect of it. You know what I'm saying? Like, okay, nope. 23 days. So where's the military at? Because I'll be asking practical questions. I'll be like, so let me see if I got this right. Small town, every 23 years for 23 days. And nobody's keeping track of this? No. So it's something flying up there. Where's the Air Force at? What? Y'all left the farm, went to a restaurant to get some food. sat and said restaurant, ate your food. He didn't follow y'all to the restaurant. Y'all ate in peace. Why y'all didn't go to the local authorities? Even life.
That would have made the movie shorter.
Don't give a damn. Make my big bro say make it make sense. Life.
Now,
Daryl, I love you. Daryl, I love you. I want you to know I love you. I love you. I do. I love you.
Respect.
I'm gonna do every damn thing I can to talk you out of effing with an alien life form. Daryl, don't do that. Daryl, don't do that. Daryl, leave. Daryl. No, Theo, Daryl. And I'm gonna be saying it because I don't want to lose you. But if said creature snatch your ass up, and it's for me, it's either you or everybody else. I'm assuming you made your decision when you went to go F with that damn thing. Because I tried to talk you out of it. I'm finna close the hatch. When Ryan Reynolds went in there after the dude, the brother, and he was the only brother there. See how I'm looking at this? He was the only brother there. In there with that damn thing. Oh, I'd have shut every damn thing down. You know, hey, bro.
Well, one of my favorite horror flicks is the 1982 version of The Thing.
Who?
With Kurt Russell.
Who?
The Thing. Yeah. Though, and it's strange. I think I was talking to somebody, I think it was Black Panther, was talking about how those special effects still kind of hold up after what, almost 40 years? The scene where dude is trying to hit dude with the paddles in his stomach, and his stomach turn into a mouth and open up and bite dude's hands off. I'm like, oh.
Bro, my dog had something. To the point where the prequel made all the damn sense in the world.
Yeah, it did.
You know they've done
the beginning is the dude chasing the dog.
Yeah, you know they made comic books on both The Thing and Jeepers Creepers. They've done comic book adaptations of those stories where they give further lore, further backstory, and everything like that. But no, how about this one? And I don't know if you actually consider these horror stories, but I went to go see. It was, some people might call it a thriller. I can't necessarily remember the name of it. I want to say it was the Visitors or something like that. Essentially what it was a married couple. They came back home from a movie. They lived out in nowhere where nobody was, and they got murked by 3 cats in masks. I want to say Liv Tyler was in it.
I haven't seen it.
The Last House on the Left or something like that. I don't know.
Oh, did they do a remake of that? The Strangers is what it's called. The
Strangers, yeah. Boy, look. I didn't even know I could like that type of movie. I was like, oh, y'all. Oh. They were, and it was based on a true story.
Okay, I'm gonna have to pull up for that one. I'm gonna have to because I'm looking for stuff. You know what I'm saying? I'm looking for stuff to watch. Because see, my only criteria about horror movies is if it ain't no demonic stuff, then I can deal with it. That's the only thing that
there's no demonic. There's
I can't fool with nothing demonic. You know what I'm saying? You can hit me with all the horror and gore and vampires and monsters and slashers you want to, but yeah, we don't do the demonic stuff. Like Exorcist.
Anytime somebody talking about
that was enough. I was done.
Anytime somebody say something about a movie pertaining to a Ouija board, you be like, no, I'm not doing that. Hey, remember, what was it? Justice League Unlimited. Remember the cats the kids was in the room and they had the little hoodies on and everything like that, and they started playing with the Ouija board. And I was like, you don't play with stuff. You don't know what you're doing. And then Solomon Grunt, I had never thought they would show this, and you knew them kids got murked right there on the spot. Got to knock on the door.
What Kamayo say? I told my friend Julie that as her black friend, I will not rescue you if you decide to go see what that is, open the box you found in the abandoned house, or go into a mine in the woods. We don't do that. No, we do not. Bruh, I'm not going into no adverse situation. You know what I'm saying? And I know it's an adverse situation.
And watch this. That black dude in life, they're talking about Calvin. Calvin got to eat. Calvin want to live. Ain't none of us sticking our hand in there with something we don't know what the hell that is. We don't do that. We don't do that. We done. I like, bro, that. And then he was paralyzed from the waist down. We ain't doing that, and we helped him when we got a chance to get away. We not doing that, and we got limited mobility. We're not doing that. We're not doing it.
Let me tell you a movie I watched. I won't say recently, but like in the past 10 years, that I found weird. Splice. Have you ever seen Splice? Okay. Splice is a story about two scientists that they use like this alien DNA or something, and they splice it with their DNA, and they create another organism. And this thing grows. It kind of looks kind of weird and kind of alien looking, but then it gets kind of like a female look, right? And it starts giving off pheromones, right? And that make the male scientists mate with it. Then it switches sexes and turns into a male creature. And then goes and finds the female scientist and mates with her. And then at the end of the movie, she got something growing inside of her. See what I'm saying? See what people saying? Look at the comments. Grace said, Splice is weird. Gamoyo said, Splice gave me the ickies. I'm telling you, it's a trip. It is a whole trip. I watched that movie and was like, I don't know how I feel about that. Did the creature sexually assault both of them?
I'm over here on Wikipedia.
Bruh, it's weird. It is indeed a weird movie.
After Dren kills her pet cat with the stinger on her tail, got a stinger on her tail, Elsa restrains her roughly and amputates the stinger, then uses it to synthesize a protein for their work. While alone with each other, Dren uses her pheromones to seduce Clive and has sex with him, much to Elsa's horror. Clive accuses Elsa of not wanting a normal child prior to that because of her fear of losing control. They return to the farm to terminate Dren, but find her simply dying. While William Barlow discovers human DNA in Dren's protein samples and arrives at the barn with Gavin, who revealed the location, Elsa says Dren is dead and buried beneath the barn. Having spontaneously metamorphosed into a male, Dren rises from the grave and attacks them, killing Barlow and Gavin before raping Elsa. Clive attacks Dren to help Elsa, but is overpowered by Dren. Elsa attacks Dren to help Clive, but hesitates, which allows Dren to kill Clive. Elsa then kills Dren. I ain't watching that.
Oh, come on, yeah, that's a good one. Remember The Relic?
Yes. And I like that movie.
He said there's supposed to be a sequel. I wish they would have made one.
There was supposed to be a sequel a damn while ago. Did he read the book? I read, boy, look.
Oh, that book was in the 90s.
A book came out like, watch this. We read, so they dropped a novel. I actually read the novel. And I don't know which came first, the novel or the book, but I read the novel. The novel, the novel is nasty. What about this one? Mimic.
I remember that.
Charles
I remember.
Charles S. Dutton.
Yeah, it was a fucking bug that was disguising itself to look like a person till you got close up on it. Yeah, I remember that. Yeah, I remember that.
So
That
it's stuff
was
like
kind of
that,
creepy.
man.
That was kind of creepy and unsettling too. I can't contemplate being hunted by nothing, that's using a technique to lure me in.
Hey, boy, listen. You be like, oh, I would never take the train to Subway again. No, I won't. I'm good.
Not when
I
I
ain't
know the
no, I ain't
man
going
is down there or whatever the hell that was.
Let me get your take on this one. It's not a scary movie. I don't think it's a scary movie, but we grown. It wasn't scary when we saw it. It was wild. Wow, The Lost Boys. Is that still on your pull list?
Now, I wasn't scared by The Lost Boys because at that point, I think we all started developing a fascination for vampires. And the way they do it, and the way they do vampires, they romanticize.
They did.
And it's like, no. If you do what like an actual real vampire was supposed to look like, you wouldn't believe all that stuff that Bram Stoker was telling you. Because you got to understand, Bram Stoker patterned his stories after like folk tales he had heard, and you know what I'm saying. And they didn't hear they wasn't hearing no tales about nothing being romantic and charming and dashing and all of that kind of stuff.
Now you mentioned Bram Stoker.
Mm-hmm.
You know, when I think about Bram Stoker now, and it's just because we did the interview with him, what Jonathan Mayberry said about vampires point blank period. Crosses don't work. Don't nothing work. Once you see a vampire see you, that's your ass, Mr. Postman. Like the stuff that he told us in that interview, I was like, wow. So they had to give the vampires some weaknesses because they didn't have none, huh? Damn.
That part.
Which is crazy. Because if we look at vampires now in Marvel Comics, they don't have any weaknesses.
Nope, they don't. Oh, that's true. Relic, Mimic, and Phantoms all came out around the same time. Ain't Phantoms the one where they enter through your behind?
No. You talking about
that's the Dean Coon story.
You talking about Dream Catchers. That's the one where they was coming through your behind, and that was Aliens. With Morgan Freeman with the big bushy eyebrows.
You sure it wasn't Phantoms too?
I don't want to say that. I just know what I remember from Dream Catchers. Now, if you can tell me how folks was dying in what you talk about, I might be able to tell you whether or not it's the same movie.
No, it's not the same movie. I know it's not the same movie. I'm just saying maybe the directors and writers had similar fixations.
Might have been, because I ain't. Well, look here, that was great. Dream Catchers. Did you like Dream Catchers?
I'm gonna be honest with you. I ain't see all of it. Phantoms was the black goo. It was a black goo that was oozing.
No, I don't think I saw that. I don't.
Yeah,
I don't know where I was.
It's based on a Dean Koontz book.
I don't know where I was when it came out. I don't know where it was. Big Dog, we've been on here.
But the Phantom, they say like what they saying that it could come in through any opening.
Have to check that out. Big Dog, it's 12 o'clock.
Oh, let me well, let me let you go, man, because it's long past
I ain't know
time.
we was in here getting it in like that.
Bruh, it's a vibe, sir. It's a vibe.
We do say it's a vibe. Listen, y'all. We gonna get to this point where we got a podcast and we gonna have some music playing in the background and everything like that. And y'all be like, damn, that's how y'all doing it. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. We still want the music.
We're gonna make it happen. Look here, Rock With Me Nation. I appreciate you coming out, playing with us, especially this is my first time back. Thank y'all for those of you that wish me a happy birthday. Thank you for the birthday wishes. I'm gonna be around, y'all. I'm gonna be around for a little while. But like I said, my celebration is perpetual. And so it will continue through said weekend. Look here, y'all. I'm D-Real. That there is Theo B. This has been Friday Vibin, and we about to slide. And before we do, look here, y'all. Y'all be good. Be good to each other. Peace.